Welcome to another amazing episode of the ELEV8. I still remain your amazing host, Celebrity Boyfriend. And our guest today is a real estate consultant, is a humanitarian, a social activist. Is no other person than Benjamin Wisdom. Welcome, sir, to our episode of today's ELEV8 podcast. How do you feel today, sir?
I'm okay.
Okay, so before we start this podcast, I would love you to use a song to sing a song explaining your current situation of life now.
Well, I'm not a fan of music, but I can say God is faithful.
Okay.
And God is faithful.
All right, no issues then. So
Yeah.
let's get down to this. So you're a humanitarian, like you said, like your profile has it. You're a humanitarian.
Where? Which profile?
Your Facebook profile says you're a humanitarian.
Okay.
So when things get challenging, how do you go on with life?
I think being a humanitarian should be a life of everybody. You don't need to answer a humanitarian to be humanitarian. If you help somebody when the person in need, even though you need help, you're a humanitarian. So when life gets tough, just keep going, help the ones you can, and you move on.
Okay, have you ever failed in a mission, and how did you bounce back?
Okay, I really failed in so many things, but one thing that drives me is a failure is not really the end of life. You know, when you're in your late or early 20s, even early 30s, you attempt to fail in so many things.
Okay.
And once you try, you fail, you pick the lessons from those failure and correct yourself in the future activities or any career you want to venture into.
Okay, I also skipped something while mentioning your profile. In your profile, it has it there that you're also a politician.
Yes.
Okay, in 2021 or I think 2022, you had a foundation called Benjamin Foundation, I guess.
Yes, of course, yes.
Okay, so I want to ask because we no longer hear that foundation. Was it a political way to blindfold the students into voting you in? Then because you contested as the director of finance of your school. So
Okay.
would you like to let us know, did that foundation die or was it a political something?
Honestly, the question is really got me in this. But the thing is, you know, the Benjamin Foundation, if you really watch my campaign very closely, I stopped Benjamin Foundation even before starting my campaign in 2021.
Okay.
Why? Because, starting off a foundation, there's a difference between passion and readiness. If you have passion for something, if you really want to do something, you have to be ready for it. So there's a difference between you dreaming about something and putting it to work. So I had to put that Benjamin Foundation because people always see that foundation as a campaign motive because I opened it during my campaign. But what actually drove me in opening that foundation was I went to a conference at Futo. That was SM Fest.
Okay.
SM Fest. I went to SM Fest and the speaker then was talking about what you have to bring to the table, how to add value to the society and all that. So that was how the foundation came on board. But the foundation is still there, is presently a dream, but I know in future I'm going to really make it to work.
July 22. Okay, but before I ask this question, APC, PDP, Labour Party, and ADC, which one are you involved in?
I'm really APC, ADC. I've not, if you really watch me very closely, I'm not a supporter of any political party. I don't support any political party. I only based on individual activity or the way they do their political moves and all that. So I wouldn't say I'm in any party, but I have some individual who I respect so much or I take as a mentor in the political space.
July 22, you posted the picture of President Tinubu with a handshake with another dignitary. Your caption was Do you mind telling us what was that? What was the meaning of your caption? Because we don't understand why you said when can you remember the post?
Please, who was that? The one he shared with Obasanjo?
No, it was not on Obasanjo. I think the person was putting on a white and something. July 22nd.
This year?
Yes, he posted and you made a caption of
Okay. He posted with Kwankwaso.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, politics is dynamic.
Okay.
And one thing I admire President Bola Tinubu about is he thinks out of the box. He doesn't think like a regular politician. He diversifies. He's always interested in opposition.
Okay.
The weak sides of opposition, it always draws them closer. There are some two parts in opposition. Those people who are after the money and those who are really want to get recognized. Okay. And it's even in three parts. Those who are after the money, one, those who need recognition from the current government, okay, and those who really want to see things work. You understand? So Tinubu always focuses on people who are after recognition. Okay. Some people do opposition to get attention from the incumbents. So he focuses on them, attract them to his party and work with them. That was what happened with Wike and Tinubu. That was how it came to your Wike. So why I mention him is because I don't really love to talk about politics and all that online. So I know his moves when that handshake happened earlier last month. So it seems he's trying to lure Kwankwaso in, which is a major political leader in Kano State, which he got over 1 million votes in Kano. So it's a very big move for him if Kwankwaso joins his party.
All right, let's move into you being a real estate consultant. July 19th, you were appointed as the head marketing officer of Imperial Group.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I feel I really felt very, very delighted and happy, because one thing about value is you have to just put in your best, whether people are looking or whether people are not looking. You just have to do what you know how to do, and your reward is always getting recognition and applause from the people you work for. So my boss really saw the value in me, and he knows what I can do, and he really gave me that appointment to do more.
Okay, a Facebook post of yours, I saw you and your boss. People went into Federal Polytechnic naked, and your same caption was still giving value to the student. But I want to ask, what value did you give to the student? Because if I can remember, I did not see you guys giving them any plot of land. So what was the value, you guys? Because value has to be something. What was the value, you guys? Did you guys just give them flyer or something? There was no land. What was the value?
Okay, value does not really mean physical. It does not mean a physical reward. You understand? Value can come from information. Value can come from so many things. You understand?
Okay.
If you don't value me, or if you don't really see the importance of me coming to your podcast, if I don't have any value, you won't invite me. So value is really important. It must not be a physical. What we gave the students there, where we taught them on how to empower themselves, because life after school is really, really. I know some of my classmates since I graduated since 2023. Okay. I know most of them has been trying to even stand on their feet. You understand? Because they were only focused on education, assignments, getting upper credit and all that. But some of us, we were not even after upper credit. We'll just get the certificate. We already know what we are going to do next and all that. So within 1 year, 2 years, we are really on our feet and we know our right direction. So we are really trying to tell the students, prepare yourself. Once you graduate, you know where you are heading to. Try and get a skill while you're in school, and also support your parents. Yeah.
Okay, you said wealth begins with the mind.
Yeah.
Like wealth is in the mind.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a simple question? How many cars have you buy with your mind? Because I believe for you to buy something, you must have the wealth. So how many cars have you buy with your mind, or how many properties have you purchased using your mind as a wealth?
Okay, the question is very, very simple because life is a stage.
Okay.
And you cannot get to where you want to become if you don't have the right information to be on that level.
Okay.
You understand? So one thing I've understood about wealth is wealth comes when you don't even expect it, when you don't even chase it. But when you believe in what you are doing and you are consistent with it, definitely it will really come. You understand? It doesn't mean once you get the information on how to get a car, it's going to come immediately. You are not a thief. You understand? So there are people into fraud who always, maybe a few days today now, just get one or two, buy a car and all that. Even the car sometimes is not even sustainable if you don't really have the information or the state of mind to handle that vehicle. You understand? That's why you see some people when they have a car, 1-2 months, they'll start trekking again. So it doesn't mean if you get this information to get some particular property or something, it doesn't mean you get into that at that particular moment. It takes time, and once it comes, it's constant.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Imperial Group or Imperial Estate I think it's not really a new name, but for now it is a new name in the East and let me just say in Owerri. Now, tell us reasons why we should invest with Imperial. Just say less and talk more. Just tell us why we should invest with Imperial.
Okay. Let me, because the face behind, in this current this is our generation.
Mm-hmm.
We don't value companies based on what they have done. We attach companies with personalities.
Okay.
Let's say when you remember Tesla, you remember Elon Musk. When you remember Apple, you remember Steve Jobs. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So Imperial, there's a face behind Imperial. And what is that face? His Excellency Engineer Ezechukwu Ebenezer.
Okay.
So you measure the company based on the personality that drives that company. You understand?
Okay.
Ezechukwu Ebenezer for a very long time in the real estate industry has really put some excellence in the real estate industry.
Okay.
In Nigeria, you always leverage on scarcity to get what you want. In those scarcity is, if you come, there's so many unprofessional agents, land agents, house agents. Then how you really make the main money in the industry is leverage on those scarcities, the ones that they lack. Most of those unprofessional agents lack sincerity, they lack composure, they lack so many things. So we at Imperial Homes, we have always looked on those loopholes to leverage on our own and make our company a better place. So while serving you, we serve you with all our hearts. You understand? We put in sincerity, integrity, everything to make sure that our client satisfaction is our priority. Then money can flow. You understand? So that's the way we operate in a way, and that is why we have been really progressing in the industry.
Right. Your profile says you're a social activist. Now, there was a recent event that happened in the Federal Polytechnic Nekede on the CBT ground, where a student fainted due to some unforeseen circumstances. Why haven't you spoken about it, and what do you think can be used to correct such measures so that it won't occur again?
Okay, I've not really heard about it. Honestly speaking, I've not really heard about it.
I guess about two students fainted But okay, since you've 3 students fainted, but since you've not heard about it,
Yeah.
what do you think should be the corrective measure towards the overcrowded space on CBT ground?
Okay, it's very simple.
Okay.
When we both graduated from Federal Polytechnic Academy, you really agreed to me that most times the management does not really prioritize the students.
Yeah.
You understand? When you put so much passion and interest on students, you always find a way to make things less painful and easier for them. Because in every point in time, you always see reason not to go to Federal Polytechnic Academy. It's either when you are submitting your results or when you are going to collect your results, any point in time, they will always stress you because they don't really value the students. You understand? So I think the school management should see a way to prioritize the interests of the students. Let school not be a place to make money. It shouldn't be a marketplace to get interest. You understand? It's supposed to be balanced. While you are generating money for the federal government to also finance the education industry, but always try your best to prioritize the students who are paying their school fees, who are really doing every possible best to better their lives. Now, try to reduce the congestion, to congest the place. Try to set up a timetable for each department. You understand?
Okay.
For each department. And another solution is try as much as possible, because I think they are really trying to save cost.
Okay.
You understand? They are really trying to save cost, because if a day can cover like 300 students,
Okay.
only 300 students for that capacity, because the place is not too big.
Yes.
If they can prioritize only 300 or 200 students a day, I think it's really going to. But they just want to cover 1,000 students so that they will save the cost of fuel, save also cost of manpower, cost of running the systems and all that, which is not really good. You understand? And students pay money for this Microsoft. They pay money for so many things in terms of software development, but students are not seeing the benefit of those payments. So I think they should decongest the population of the exam on daily basis, since the capacity is not big for it.
Okay, I think we have a few more questions to go before I round up with you. Between being a humanitarian, a politician, a social activist, and what's the last one, please remind me? A politician, a humanitarian, a social activist, and whatsoever you think, real estate consultant.
Yeah.
Which do you feel is the hardest? Which has been the most emotional, challenging one for you?
I think the real estate industry, the business part, is not really easy. It takes a lot of consistency, a lot of passion, because you have to be passionate about it to do it. Because if you are not passionate, you really give up. You understand? So building a brand, building a company is not really easy for we who are trying to stand up and all that. So I think that is really the most hardest part in my journey so far.
Okay. You were the financial director in Federal Polytechnic Academy.
SUG Finance.
SUG Finance.
Yeah.
So I believe you should have some financial advice to the Nigerian students how they can scale through from National Diploma 1 to their higher National Diploma finals. So what financial advice will you give to them so that they'll be able to manage, because most students don't have that financial leverage. So what advice will you give to them so that they'll be able to manage their little finances coming into their hands?
Okay. You have so many things, have so many ways to help yourself, because no money is enough.
Okay.
And the first thing is to appreciate the little ones that comes to you, either from your parents or from anybody. Okay, and another thing is what really helped me in school is Okay, let me give you like four,
Okay.
which is very, very important. When I was in school, I have this like minds in school. We are like 15 in number. So what we do is we contribute money for each other every week. Every week we contribute 5,000 naira. It goes round for 15 weeks. 15 of us contribute for one person every week. 15 of us contribute for one person. It makes us to settle small, small things around us, whereby it's not even going to disturb you a lot. And I remember one, I'm not trying to promote any brand, but this is just a live.
Okay.
But if they still call you out, no problem.
No.
I have some good apps that really helped me when I was in school. I had Piggy First.
Okay.
I had Piggy First. Then I had Bamboo app. The Bamboo app is a stockbroker app where I monitor some stocks who are rising and I buy. Maybe in 3 4 months, one I see is really going up. I sell them and buy the smaller ones again.
Okay.
And also the Bamboo app helps you to save in dollar. You
Okay.
understand? So 5,000, 10,000, I always get one or two money from it. You understand? So, but piggy vest is very, very important because one, if you put money on piggy vest, you can't withdraw money. In fact, that was what really helped me in my campaign. I saved for 1 year in my 1 year IT.
Okay.
So I withdrew that money, my HND, I think HND second semester. HND one second semester, that was when I withdrew when the campaign was really heating up.
Okay.
So it can help you lock your money, keep it for some time, you keep saving there without withdrawing. No matter the temptation, you can't withdraw from Piggyvest if you really set it up very well. So those apps really helps a lot. And also get a skill. You understand? Very, very important. Get a skill. Try your best to get a skill. Can enter into footwear, so many things, even real estate. You can become an agent. When I was in school, I was not really an agent, but I I really sometimes I will recommend people to some agents. Once they get money, they will just send me one or two money. I'll use in helping myself. You understand? So get a skill. If possible, try to learn a skill before entering school. It's really going to help you a whole lot. You understand? So that's it.
I guess this will be a personal question. What is the highest money real estate has given to you?
Oh, wow. It's a very, very simple, personal question, but well, for now, at my stage in the industry, is it in, real estate? I have so many departments, some lands, housing.
Let's just total everything, land, housing, everything. What will you say? Okay, this is the exact amount, or this is likely the amount
I've gotten so far, or I've gotten in a deal. The highest I've gotten in a deal.
Mm-hmm. The highest. Let's just say the highest you've gotten in a deal.
In a deal. Okay. There's a land I sold for like last year, I think June or July. You understand? So I made about 1.8 million from that single deal. The reason why I made from there is is the business. The business has some secrets, but I made 1.8 million from that. That has been my highest for a single deal.
Okay. Before we wrap this podcast up, I would love you to use probably 1 minute to tell the audience what we need to know about A Imperial Group, since you're their marketing director. So just tell us what we need to know about A Imperial Group and some other things again.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Comrade Benjamin Wisdom Chukwuebuka, the marketing head of A Imperial Homes Nigeria Limited, and A Imperial Homes is a fast and by very soon we'll be going worldwide. Currently now we're in Liberia. Our CEO is in Liberia with our partnership head. We're at Liberia. We are launching an estate in Liberia. So at in Imperial Homes, we buy and sell lands. We're into land sales. We're into property management. We're into surveying services. We're into so many things. We are into house renting. We're into short letting, anything real estate, buying and selling of lands. We also have we can also coach you on real estate markets. We can coach you on anything about real estate and all that. So this is what we do. And one thing about us is we really work with excellence. You understand? Our clients, our customers are always our priority. Thank you so much.
All right. I really want to appreciate you for taking your time to grace us with your presence in this our little Elevate podcast.
Yeah, it's not little low. Don't say it's little.
It is our
you are going. You people are really going higher, and I pray everything really work out well. Just keep being consistent.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, viewers. We've come to the end of this podcast. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. Does the Imperial, do they have a page or
Yes,
something?
yes.
What's their page?
Our Facebook page is Imperial Homes Limited.
Okay.
We also have a website, eimperialhomes.com. Yeah.
Okay, please do well to subscribe to our channel and do well to visit their website, follow their Facebook page, and see you next week Friday. Thank you.